In preparing the city's annual operating budget and the forward-looking capital improvement projects plan, the city's Research and Budget Department is tasked with managing public resources by promoting financially responsible decisions. City Span's Alicia Scott has more on the process.
This unassuming space on Factors Walk in downtown Savannah could be considered the lifeline of the city. Here, the staff of the Research and Budget Department toils to provide and allocate funds for the more than $300 million budget that's required to provide the day-to-day services that citizens have come to expect.
The city's annual operating budget provides all of those municipal services that most citizens can see, feel, or touch. It provides the funds that are required to ensure that every police cruiser in patrol and special operations is maintained adequately, has fuel in the tank, and is operational. When you see us greatly enhancing the South Side median developments by planting new trees, it's the annual operating budget that's providing those financial resources.
Due to its sheer size and complexity, months of planning go into the budget process prior to it being presented to City Council for final adoption.
Citizens may not realize it, but the city staff are going through this process 9 months of the full year on an annual basis. And it takes a lot of input from city departments, city employees, as well as our executive managers and our partner and community agencies.
It's not just the annual operating budget that requires planning. The current $221 million capital improvement project budget looks ahead 5 years. The CIP allocates funding for things like drainage, road improvements, recreational facilities, police and fire stations, and ongoing maintenance costs.
When we're dealing with large sums of money, such as $5 million for one project, those are projects that can't be funded in an annual year. And that's where we have the 5-year capital improvement program budget in order to refund existing projects that are recurring to maintain our aging infrastructure. But also when we have additional SPLOST-related projects that the voters have just so generously granted and voted for, those funds are tied to the capital improvement projects that were created for a specific purpose.
And while this may not be the city's most visible office, rest assured that it's the goal of Research and Budget to keep the entire process open and transparent.
Annually, when we present the budget to our political administration, which are our mayor and aldermen, at the very same time, the very same day, we make it available to the public. And the way we do that, we place a copy of the full proposed budget and capital improvement program in the Bull Street Library as well as the West Chatham Library. It is placed online and is accessible at www.savannahga.gov/budget. And in addition to that, we hold 2 public hearings every year before the elected administration can vote on the budget.
Adoption of the budget isn't the end of the process. The 8-member Research and Budget staff monitors the adopted budget throughout the year to ensure fiscal responsibility.
You know, we have no choice but to ensure that all that hard work that we've put into it along with other city staff across the 9-month period, that we adhere to that plan. Every single dollar needs to be accounted for, and it is accounted for in our annual operating budget. And so therefore, the Research and Budget staff need to monitor it and advise.
All that hard work and due diligence hasn't gone unnoticed. The city has received the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award from the Government Finance Officers Association 32 consecutive times. Reporting for City Span, I'm Alicia Scott.